Hello, my name is Matt Murdock, and this is Foggy Nelson, and we are Avocados at Law.
Psych! My name is
Gotcha.
Matt, and that is Sam. And Sam is actually blind this episode because we are talking about Daredevil. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, so you are tuning into the 9th installation of Pod-1218. This is the world that has no superpowers, no superhumans, and no weird shit.
Yeah,
Theoretically.
I don't know. There's some pretty crazy stuff out there.
Yeah,
But,
there is some pretty crazy stuff, like Aurora Borealis. But yeah, you're tuning in for the 8th episode where we talk about Daredevil.
Ninth episode.
Or, yeah, 9.
Yeah,
9.
we're this far in. Crazy.
We're doing crazy stuff. Yeah, no. So this episode we are not going to be doing the wheel because we are going to be doing a Christmas episode next. Wow, wow, wow. So if you like Christmas, you're going to love that episode. Ironically, unironically, it's my favorite holiday.
It's a good holiday.
Yeah, it's pretty goated. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
The Heat Meister and the Cold Meister. I don't remember. Chill Meister?
I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. and
What?
Snow Miser. Heat
Snow
Miser and
Miser.
Snow Miser.
Yeah, Snow Miser.
Yeah. I'm Mr. White Christmas.
Did you see the guy that does all the stop motion animations on TikTok?
Yes, I do know who you're talking about, actually. I love the way he does, like, Telltale games, too.
Oh, I haven't
Unless
seen
we're
those.
talking about someone else. Is he kind of like a bigger dude?
Yeah, he has like a beard, I think.
Yeah, and he goes... Yeah, he does that pretty well. Anyways...
Yeah, we got
yeah.
a great episode for you guys. We got a lot of...
jam-packed episode.
Yeah, got a lot of things that has happened. Speaking of which, we're going to get right into it. Just recently, we got the release of the Supergirl trailer. We're going to be watching that together, and you'll be able to see our live reaction to it.
For sure. Do you want me to get that set up? All right, I got it set up for us here.
There we go.
If you're listening in the audience, let's get a shush. And this is our first look at the Supergirl trailer. Okay.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Hi, cars are out. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Yeah, there's one more pie. I'll thank you.
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
What is
Yeah.
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Okay.
All right.
Well. Oh, that was really good.
Yeah. As usual, kudos to... I don't know if James Gunn actually did anything with the music choice, but spot-on music choice. Spot on
Yes.
music choice right there.
Yes. Blondie is always played in this household. I do have to say, out the get-go, we're getting a view into the day Krypton fell. That's
That'll
gonna
be
be so goated. It's
Yeah.
gonna be so good. My gosh.
the one thing I don't want to say not excited for, but I'm not looking forward to is James Gunn has officially said that the Supergirl movie is supposed to be a lot more emotional and heavier than Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And for those of you that have seen that movie, man, is that that's just a tearjerker right there. So
Holy shit. We can't have Crypto die, but it looks like he's doing rough in a good portion of that trailer.
oh yeah.
What does that mean for our favorite super dog? I don't know. But we got a first glimpse of Lobo for 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa, the man you are, peaked in Minecraft movie, only going up.
Yeah.
We're getting the DC universe that we deserve, honestly. Yeah, no, I have quite honestly not a lot of words for this. We got a first glimpse at the costume.
Yeah.
It is immaculate. It looks like that a lot of the stuff in there is pretty fleshed out. I didn't recognize any other characters really. Did you?
I didn't recognize who he was, but there was that guy with like the spikes on his face or something.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up for like 3 seconds, and I was like, okay. I think he's supposed to be the bad guy.
Or one of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
We shall see. I'm not as big into DC as Sam is, so that's why I'm a little bit lost.
Fun fact, this is a direct adaptation of the comic run Woman of Tomorrow. And this is actually going to be the first DC adaptation directly from a comic book line. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think Millie Alcock did a great job of acting. From what it looks like, she does a good Kara Zor-El that they're going for. She's supposed to be, I think in the comics, technically she's older because of, you know, Krypton falling and her getting stuck in space. She's ended up being younger and all that, and a little less on the mature side, but I think she does a great portrayal of what they were going for there. We heard her iconic line, truth, justice, and whatever, literally. That's supposed to be the tagline of Supergirl, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to this movie. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a little bit more of a closer look at Lobo before the movie releases. Not too close of a look, because no spoilers, obviously.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good run for next summer.
And only 6 months away, too.
Yeah.
You know, like, this year has gone by so quickly for me. Like, I can only imagine how quickly that movie's gonna come. And it's gonna be, is that the week after or the week before Brand New Day? Because I know that Brand New Day also comes out June.
Is it June or July?
Could have swore it was June. I could also be wrong.
I almost want to say it's a week before. Brand New Day is supposed to release late July, July 31st.
Never mind, month before.
Still, like, 1 month we get Supergirl, next month we get Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, that's ending up to be like the Superman Fantastic Four pipeline.
Yeah.
Which I am okay with. Two most definitely going to be good movies back to back. Goated. So yeah, no, I'm heavily looking forward to this movie. I'm really looking forward to see their portrayal of the fall of Krypton and how far it actually delves into that, and if this is going to be even more like emotionally deep than Guardians 3. James Gunn will officially destroy me, I think. I think that this is on track to be pretty sad and also funny. So I think that that's really good for James Gunn. He's really good at doing that.
And onto some more news. We'll work backwards. Obviously, we're recording this Friday night, so last night was the 2025 Game Awards. Sorry.
Yeah.
I meant to say the 2025 Clair Obscur Expedition 33 Awards.
Yes, it was. Clair Obscur setting a new record for TGA with 9 consecutive nominations and wins in categories. Basically anything that Clair Obscur was nominated for won. From my understanding, it's fully deserved as well. I haven't played it myself, but I've been seeing a lot of clashing online following the Game Awards, which is not unusual unless it's like a Marvel game or... My bad, let me rephrase. Unless it's Spider-Man or God of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... And a Hideo Kojima product. So... If it isn't Hideo Kojima, Spider-Man, or God of War, everyone throws a hissy fit. Because they're like, I have never seen this. It's an indie game. Play the game.
My take is that all of the games that were nominated for Game of the Year definitely deserved the nomination. Do I think any of them got gypped? No.
I think a couple did.
What do you think, Dave?
Well, so I'm very glad that an indie game washed the board, especially following 3 Game Awards when Baldur's Gate 3 also swept, I believe, with 7 awards that night. But for an indie developed game to win all those accolades and then come out on top with the big honcho at the end is very good. Almost every single game in the lineup was an indie developed game except for Nintendo's Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm genuinely so happy that Nintendo's Donkey Kong Bonanza did not win Game of the Year, and we get another year to celebrate indie games. But I do think that the love should have been spread a little bit, because from my understanding, Ghost of Yotei is a fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also a really big fan of Erika Ishii, who is the lead actor in that. It was a little bit disheartening to see that, but I'm super happy for everyone involved with that game getting their awards, because they won on Best Narrative, Best Game Direction, I believe Best Score, Best Supporting Actress, or Best Supporting role, best performance, all that good stuff. I also believe best art. So yeah, quite literally everything was coming out on top. The only thing that I think got snubbed is the best ongoing game.
Oh.
Arc Raiders came out on top.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of AI, and I know that Arc Raider uses AI in some of the aspects of its game, and it just kind of upset me that we allow things like that to happen. I won't go too much deeper into that because it's kind of like a political topic now, but not a big fan of AI game won when Marvel Rivals was up against it, dude.
Yeah, I thought for sure either Fortnite or Marvel Rivals was gonna win.
Yeah, even Helldivers had a huge turnaround, but here we are with Arc Raiders.
The other one I was surprised about was what was it, the Player's Choice?
Yeah, Dispatch didn't win.
Yeah, so many people voted for Wuthering Waves, which I never even heard of.
Yeah, that's one that I've never actually heard of
before last night, so I was like,
It's a little odd, but with the awards every year, the Game Awards every year, I always find new titles to look into, I don't think that a game winning Game of the Year will deter me from playing it, like some people. You know what I mean? So Clair Obscur, I'm definitely going to play it now that it's won Game of the Year.
I might look into it. It depends.
It might fall into stuff that you like. I don't know. From my understanding, it's like a super narrative-based, turn-based RPG with parrying mechanics.
Yeah. So I might try it. I might get the game, might try it. We'll see.
We'll see. It is a bit pricey right now, but I get it for free on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, I'll just wait for a sale to come around. I think there was one.
Sure.
There was just one earlier, like a week or two ago. It was up
Probably
on
Black
sale.
Friday.
Yeah, it was on sale. I don't know if it was even Black Friday. It was like a winter sale. It was on sale for like $30-$40 or something.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's a $60-$70 game, so it's like cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, major props to Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, and everyone attached to that. It was very nice seeing everybody get their shining moment. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
A couple of the games that I am looking forward to.
Yeah.
Phantom Blade Zero. That looks like a really fun game.
There was a lot of really good trailers.
Yeah, I know my friends are all excited for Divinity. That's kind of my style game, kind of not. It depends.
Yeah, it is kind of fantasy, so I don't know how you'll enjoy it until you enact the the plans that we set in place for you
I have
a few episodes ago.
Divinity Original Sin 2. So
Oh, really?
I might just need to replay that, maybe. But
Maybe.
I don't know.
I definitely wouldn't get into something like Baldur's Gate 3 off rip, but it's made by the same people who made that, so. But that trailer was grotesque and awesome. I didn't realize that the Game Awards could have all that stuff on YouTube, so it's making me wonder why we make a clean version for YouTube, but, you know, if they can get away with it, whatever. As long as I get to watch it live.
I was super surprised by the Mega Man reveal.
Yeah, the Mega Man reveal was definitely a little out of nowhere. One thing I do want to say is I'm very happy that there's a lot of original IPs coming out. I'm a little bit disappointed that there was no big trailers for, like, sequels. At least not one. Like, there wasn't as many. At least none that I really cared for, I guess. Like, that's the time where you... God, I remember last year when we got the Borderlands 4 trailer, or the teaser trailer, and then we got, you know, the, not Wolverine, but the Blade teaser trailer, which still haven't heard anything else on that.
Did you hear, Mia Goth? She actually got her, like, costume fitted for the Blade movie, and is ready. Like, it fits her and everything. She got it fitted and all designed and everything. Still no word on the Blade movie.
Hell yeah. Mahershala Ali's gotta be pissed.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the Blade game.
Yeah.
But this is the same treatment that the Wolverine game got, because I believe that the Wolverine game was teased 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was announced a
During
while
the
ago.
Game Awards. That pissed me off, but now that I'm seeing how good the game looks, I'm so excited. So if they're doing the same thing for Blade, I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly fine. But yeah, so a lot of big reveals. The Divinity Original Sin, or not Original Sin. Is it Original Sin?
It was just labeled Divinity. They might add another title to it. It might be Divinity 3. Could be some other Divinity game. We'll see.
True. We did see the Mario Galaxy, a new trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie. That was pretty good.
Got a new look at the Street Fighter movie.
Yes, we did. The only qualm I have with that is Andrew Schultz being in the movie. But as long as he gives a good performance, that'll definitely be a top contender for probably best adaptation of next year.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, putting aside the fact that Fallout Season 2 comes out later next week it comes out.
Yeah.
So, you know I'm going to be talking about that shit. I'm going to be talking about that shit so much. Let's see, what else? My tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is going to be in Street Fighter, and my WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, is going to be in Street Fighter. Eric Andre, Jason Momoa as Blanca, 50 Cent, some other people. A lot of other names that I can't think of off the top of my head. The only thing I think that was wrong with that, look at the trailer was how long it took to get to it. Like, they were all just kind of like standing up there and riffing with each other. And I'm like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, get on with it. I did like the music choice in the movie. Punk Tactics. That was very good. And that is the official theme of the movie, as far as I know. And the two creators of that song will be in the movie, from what I saw, with some other sponsored content on TikTok. I'm trying to think if there's anything else relating to the Street Fighter movie. Not that I can see. We got to look at the final trailer of the night, of which I was really hoping for something a bit more big. Maybe a new Kojima project, maybe a look at something else. But High Guard, we're sitting by. It's kind of like it. I assume it's going to get the... What is that one game that came out? The Finals?
I've never heard of it.
Let me see if I'm even talking about the right thing.
But yeah, High Guard comes out in the end of January. It's a free-to-play game. It's brought by the creators of Apex Legends and another game that I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, I might give it a go. I might not. Maybe I'll wait for the reviews to come out and see what other people say before I give it a shot. I don't know.
So we got, I was right. It's called The Finals. The Finals it was basically a launch trailer at the Game Awards. And that night you were able to start playing. I don't even know if it's considered to be like a battle royale, but it seems like it's a team-centered fight in an arena with different characters that have different kits and everything. It just feels like it died really fast. Obviously there are fan bases for it, but I think it's gonna have the same effect, really, unless it's the best game that's ever come out. I don't see this game going that far, sadly. And let's see, Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic.
Oh yeah, the pod racing game.
Yeah, I had apparently what a lot of other people's reactions were, where they came out with saying it was from the creators of Burnout and another racing game, and then they said that it was a unique racing experience. And I'm like, great, I don't even like racing games. And then it showed that, and I immediately locked in, because I'm like, no way we're getting a pod racing game. Hell yeah, dude.
Racing.
Yeah, this is gas. I don't even like Star Wars that much. That's awesome. But yeah, no, it's we got a lot of good reveals this year. A lot of well-deserved awards have been handed out. A very weird performance by Miss Piggy and Ralph the dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
We saw Evanescence live. That was nice.
Can you see? They didn't play that song. They played
they played Afterlife. Song. But we got a tease, I believe, for the second season of the show that is attached to, Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
DMC.
We've got
which will be available on Netflix.
We got a new look at two of our favorite games.
Oh, yeah.
We got Deadpool and Marvel Rivals. Matt,
yes,
how you feeling about that?
I am so excited. What they're doing with this character, because Rogue just dropped today in Marvel Rivals. I don't know if you were going to talk about that in the news. But Rogue has officially dropped as of today. She is a 5-star rated difficulty new hero. That makes the third hardest difficult character to play, ranked by those at NetEase.
Have you played her yet?
Yeah, I was messing around in practice range, getting a feel for her kit. She's very good, very overpowered. So it's definitely going to take a little bit of nerfing, I'm sad to say, but it is a very good kit. I always find it odd that they say they're going to release characters or whatever, and I go, how the fuck are they going to do that? One thing I always bring up is, how are they going to, if they already have the Hulk in the game, which the Hulk itself is a bit odd of a kit, because when you think of Hulk, you think of Hulk Smash,
Mm-hmm.
He just does a lot of damage. hits hard. He has like an exile ability where he puts you into a stasis where you can't take or deal damage and you can't move. He applies a gamma shield to his allies. And obviously, if he takes enough damage, he reverts back to Bruce Banner, which has his own kit. So it's very much, if you played Overwatch, anyone in the audience, it's kind of very much a diva kit from Overwatch. And his ultimate is a Mega Hulk. So there's that. But Deadpool, he actually can be seen in the heroes. He is just not able to be looked at, which they've done with no other character. Odd. I'm gonna be saying that right now. It's odd, but they just, hinted to him at the Game Awards, so to kind of like dangle it in our face and say,
Oh?
It makes sense. So yeah, he is officially in the game. You can see his game card in the Heroes page. You just can't interact with it in any way. It says unlocks on January 16th, I believe. So we got a couple weeks until he is added. But if you know anything about this game and how seasons work, I don't know if that will be the end of the season. So we still have a 6th season. I don't know if that means he's the first character of season 6 or if this is that secret third character that we were talking about a couple episodes ago. But who knows? I guess we'll see. But it seems like we've already been teased on the name of the 6th season being Night at the Museum, where you're in the Collector's Museum. We got to look at Devil Dinosaur in that trailer. And also Elsa Bloodstone. The reason I brought up the whole Hulk comparison earlier is because I don't know how they're going to make Elsa Bloodstone, because it seems like she's going to be the second character of that season. From what I can see, she just has 2 guns. I don't know if she has powers. We have so many characters that already have guns. Like, why are we adding her now? Can we get someone that I actually care about, please? I don't know. I've never heard of Elsa Bloodstone until now. I guess I'm just a really bad comic reader.
I've never heard of her.
She's apparently always with Deadpool in the comics. I can't confirm nor deny. It's just what I've been hearing. But yeah, that was a really cool trailer. I'm really excited to see if it's actually her or if it will be someone else. I really wish that they would just add Devil Dinosaur. Or even, I think a really cool thing would be to just add someone else. We did see a glimpse of Cosmo the Space Dog on one of the monitors in the background, among other things. But we shall see. And it is the original voice actor from the Deadpool game as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. I liked all the stuff. We got a possible ultimate voice line of Ignite the Battle, which is the tagline of the game, which is very on par for Deadpool to use. I think his kit is going to be super outlandish and not make any sense, so he's going to be the easiest character to write, because you could literally make him do anything and it would make sense for him. I was joking that his ult could be him, like, using a propeller hat, like the Deadpool head. Use the propeller hat to, like, fly up, and then he, like, shifts around, and then he flies in on a nuke with a cowboy hat, and, like, does the whole, Dr. Goodlove or something like that. Dr. Badlove. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Dr. B. Goodlove?
Dr. Strangelove.
Okay. So Dr. Goodlove brings up a different thing. I don't know what this is. Apparently it's a webtoon.
Dr. Strangelove, he rides a nuke out of a fighter plane, a bomber plane. The actor Slim Pickens was a professional bull rider before he got into acting. When he was drafted in World War II, the draft board asked his previous occupation, and he showed them. Very funny. So I think that would be pretty on par for him. I also thought a good addition to his kit would be a passive where he, instead of just being like, oh, he can't die like Wolverine, he gets overshield, but instead of giving him overshield, give him, like, tiers of damage. So, like, I was thinking if he takes half of his health, he loses some limbs and his hitbox gets smaller. But he's still able to do some of his abilities. And then if he's, like, really low health, I'm talking, like, 15 or lower percent. He's just his head rolling around, and then he has natural regen. So he would slowly go up through the tiers. I think that would be really smart. And that's why they need to hire me to make these decisions. But other than that, I genuinely think they could, like I said, do anything and it would make sense. So that'll be nice. I just don't know how they're going to do Elsa Bloodstone if they're dead set on her being the secondary hero in that season. And I look forward to seeing how that turns out. Now, Sam, Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Yeah, baby.
We're so back. I know that I'm not going to be able to get a hold of you when that shit drops.
Leon S. Kennedy is back. Leon, the S stands for Sexy Kennedy. Leon he was first introduced in Resident Evil 2. He started as a rookie police officer who had an excellent day at work, per se.
Nothing wrong ever happens to the Kennedys.
My favorite part is there's an edit of Resident Evil 3. Carlos is in the RCPD, and he's looking at it as like a welcome sign for Leon. It's like, welcome, Leon. Hope you had a first day. And then it's a cutaway to Leon running from a giant alligator going,
Yeah. Welcome, Leon. Bet you had a kick-ass first day.
Holy shit!
Yeah, nothing good ever happens in Raccoon City, I fear.
Yeah. But as for the game itself, super excited. Leon's section of the game is going to be action horror, whereas Grace Ashfield's, I think I said that right, Grace Ashfield's character is going to be survival horror, who is being chased by the monster who is chasing you. Don't know the name of it yet. It's pretty ugly.
It's just a guy, I thought.
No, that's the scientist. Victor Bradley is the scientist of...
Victor Gideon,
that's his name. Victor Gideon is the scientist. If you look up Victor Gideon monster... Nope, that won't. If you look up Resident Evil Requiem monster...
It's unofficially nicknamed Big Mama.
Yeah, Big Mama is quite the looker herself.
Also, it seems like it's actually Grace's mother.
It could be.
Of which her name is Grace Ashcroft.
Ashcroft.
Not Ashfield.
My bad. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I especially don't know if we're going to be able to switch between third and first person for Leon. Because Grace's part is also supposed to be switchable between first and third person. So we could be able to play the entire game or parts of the game in first person and parts of the game in third person. That'll be a lot of fun.
Dude, Big Mama is haunting.
Yeah. Apparently there's no save rooms in the game. The only way you can be safe from Big Mama is by turning on the lights in the room and scaring her away. But yeah, from the looks of it, Leon saves Grace. They go on an adventure together to talk about Victor Gideon, the mad scientist. Who knows, this could be either the end of a saga or the beginning of a saga for Resident Evil.
I gotta say, they're really trying to make it so that we don't want to have sex with the main bad guy. How'd we go from Dimitrescu to this?
I mean, before even Dimitrescu, we had Albert Wesker, and a lot of people thought he was pretty good looking too.
Oh, yeah. He's just like a guy, though.
Well, he starts out as a guy. Somehow I haven't played all the games, but somehow he gains like super speed and everything. Yeah.
I can see him with some tentacle shit right now. Very cool. Whoa, Anthony Starr has agreed to play Albert Wesker in the upcoming Resident Evil movie?
That could be interesting. I could see that.
That's on Threads, though, so it needs to be taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how are you feeling about this game? Are you hype?
I'm excited to play it. I'm also not excited to play it because of how scary it's going to be. I definitely don't think they're going to hold back as far as the survival horror aspect of the game, but with Leon there, I think it's going to be a lot of fun action horror as well. Leon in this game is canonically around 50 years old, by the way.
Hell yeah. Zaddy.
That DILF right there.
Yeah, Leon Scott hyphen sexy Kennedy. I don't like how they just have his full name. Why? Yeah, I'm super excited. I would love to know what the is going on in this series, bro.
There's no canonical timeline. It's basically just, it starts out, the most basic timeline starts out as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The basic timeline goes like in order, but you can't not all the characters are in the same games, and there's so many side games as well, especially with like Revelations and Code Veronica and all that.
Yeah.
There's so many different viruses and ways for the evil to be outbreak at first too. So there's not like one way that this all started. It started in many ways. But yeah.
We also, not to get away from your Requiem circle jerk that you're having, but we also got a good look at this new game called Saros. That looks really cool.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
Some new Wizards of the Coast IPs, being Warlock, and the other one was called Exodus?
Maybe?
Or Eternus. Yes, Exodus. It's a new sci-fi action-adventure RPG where you become the Traveler, leading humanity's fight for survival against the Celestials. Produced by Wizards of the Coast.
And speaking of Wizards, if anyone hasn't already, be sure to get the Epic Game Store launcher and get the free game, because they release free games every week. This week is Hogwarts Legacy. It's a $60 game normally. This week, up until December 18th, that would be Thursday, it is free. So I highly recommend downloading the Epic Game Store and claiming those free games. That's the game launcher with my highest game library. I got a lot of good free games from it. I got the original Control, I got the 3 Arkham games, the 3 Lego Batman games, I got 2 of the Metro games, 2 of the Amnesia games, a bunch of simulators, Farming Simulator, PC Building Simulator.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of good stuff on there, and if you are able to financially support it, I also highly recommend getting Xbox Ultimate Game Pass.
Yes.
There's a lot of really good both AAA and indie games on there. Currently you can get Clair Obscur, Game of the Year award winner. You can also get Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You can get a bunch of really good stuff on there as well. I've been running up a lot of the roguelites that are on there. I've been playing some Slay the Spire and Inscription recently. Very fun. We're not at all sponsored, but if you'd like to, Xbox, feel free. But we've talked a lot about the Game Awards, Sam. Is there any other news for us today?
Yes, there is. We got a lot of news, as I posted on the Instagram and the TikTok. We are eating recently. We got a whole bunch of cake. Of course, you mentioned Fallout Season 2 comes out next week. That's a big one. We got a new look at the second season of the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series, with a 10-year aged Aang, because they, kid actors grow, and that's the major downfall of casting kid actors.
Yeah.
We got a new look at the 5th and final season of The Boys, with some pretty brutal and intense moments, and some shared screen time with Jared Padalecki and his Supernatural co-star
Jensen Ackles. Yes, that's probably the only reason I will instinctively watch The Boys now. I haven't watched a single episode. It's in my to watch. I'm sure I will love it. As you may know, I have talked about it multiple times. I'm doing a huge watch through of Marvel. I'm too far in to just turn back now. I just finished the Inhuman show, of which, small sidebar, probably the worst Marvel show that I've watched so far. I loved all the characters and I liked all the relationships. It's just that some of the acting was a bit off. The best performance was from Maximus, who the actor also plays a major character in Game of Thrones, being one, I can't think of, Ramsay Bolton, but formerly known as Ramsay Snow. So, yeah, there's that. I would rate the entire show, which is one season, thankfully, at a 4, maybe 4.5. Like I said, I love the Inhumans as, like, characters. It's just, the show didn't really do them justice, and I felt like the ending was a bit anticlimactic. But that's all I'll spend on that. But yeah, The Boys. I'm super excited to see Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles on the screen together again.
Mm-hmm. And,
big Supernatural fan.
From the looks of it, we got some pretty intense... We got a pretty intense battle with Homelander. Looks like he's setting up some sort of concentration camp-like camps in the trailer.
Maybe I do need to watch this show, because what do you mean? What did I miss? Hell yeah.
As you've probably seen from the trailer, the Supergirl trailer that we watched, Markiplier is releasing his directorial debut movie, Iron Lung. We got a new look at the poster and the trailer, and an official release date of, I think, January 29th or 30th of 2026. So that's going to be fun. He's supposed to be setting the record of the most blood used in a movie yet.
I would hope so, considering Iron Lung takes place in the Sea of Blood. He also was hospitalized during the filming because he got so much of it in his eyes. You know that picture of Markiplier where he has like just blood red eyes in the hospital and it looks like he's high and people always like Photoshop him with a blunt?
No, I didn't see that one.
You can find it and put it in this episode if you want, but super funny. But yeah, he was hospitalized because of how much, from being submerged in the fake blood for so long, it got into his eyes, and it irritated his eyes so bad that he had to go to the hospital. And if you know anything about Markiplier, he is famous for going to the hospital unannounced and then just posting a picture of him in the hospital and then leaving his fans to go crazy. I got to go see the Zootopia movie. I don't know if I touched base on it last.
You were saying you saw Zootopia 2, and I don't know if we touched base last week or the week before, but I know last week we did talk about the second FNAF movie. Did you happen to see that as well?
I have not seen that yet. One thing with me is I'm not a big fan of
horror.
Watching horror movies in theaters.
Okay.
It just can be a bit overwhelming for me, especially with a lot of the loud noises and stuff. I'm sure it is really good for people who enjoy horror movies. I also enjoy them, but from the comfort of my own home where I can control things. That's like the only way I can really consume it. So I will be waiting, and I will deliver a prompt review once it comes out on a streaming service that I'm able to watch it on. I've been taking in any spoilers I can because I'm not like attached to this movie in any way, shape, or form.
The only spoiler I know is I saw the clip of Josh Hutcherson holding the Freddy Fazbear doll, and it goes hor 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 hor.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does.
That's so awesome. But yeah, I know Skeet Ulrich is in it. Another iconic duo coming back together on screen, or at least within the same movie together.
Yep. Him and Matthew Lillard.
Yep. Who were, if you didn't know, if you live under a rock, they were in Scream.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm super excited to watch it. It's just I have to wait until it comes out.
No, that's fair. But
I will be breaking that rule.
Oh.
I'm gonna see Iron Lung in theaters, but it's from Markiplier. So that's literally the only reason.
But
I will
anyways,
get that movie to the Oscars myself. Yes, I saw Zootopia 2. It is definitely Zootopia 2. It's not a bad movie. I enjoyed it actually quite a bit. I do like Ke Huy Quan's performance in this as Gary the Snake. And obviously there's Danny Trejo among millions of other famous people playing characters in this movie. And like I said, the only reason I watched it is because my favorite wrestler was in it, and he is one of my favorite characters. I be saying Zebros all the time with my partner. And we go, Zebros! And yeah, there's no reason not to watch it. It's pretty good. There's also not really a reason to go see it in theaters, in my opinion. Like, you could just wait until it comes out on Disney+. So, do what you will with that information. I had a lovely time in the theater, as usual. Keep movies in theaters and all that good jazz. Did you see that Paramount came out with a huge offer to Warner Bros. And Netflix came out saying, essentially, this is very dumbed down, but they essentially said, we're pretty certain that our contract that we're divvying up is going to fulfill everybody on their own.
yeah. So much has been going on with that. It's been utterly insane. Even politicians are getting involved and everything, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see exactly how things turn out with that.
After, looking into Paramount and stuff like that, I'm more okay with Netflix having it than Paramount, but I'm also more okay with Disney having it over the both of those. I take it back. Netflix, you can have it.
Yeah. They issued a deal with Sora AI to license their characters to it and further the development of it, and I don't know.
Have fun getting RAM, guys. Have fun getting RAM for your PC. It'll be cheaper to buy a pre-built PC.
Quick tech tip for you, Linus Tech Tip here. RAM prices have surged over 200% in the past 2 weeks. So, good luck opening more than 2 tabs of Chrome.
Yes. And what a time to only have 1 stick of RAM, Sam. I have 1 stick of RAM in my PC. So, 1 stick of DDR4 is allowing me to have 4 tabs open right now. So, we're doing pretty good. I just closed out of one of them because I realized that we're not doing the wheel. I had the wheel all set up. How sad.
That's okay.
Anyways, yeah. What's next, Sam?
A little bit more news, only 2 other things. One, popular YouTuber Mr. Beast is opening his own mobile service. Be prepared to get your Mr. Beast phone and start streaming on the Beast Network or something. I don't know.
Me going into my Beast bank account, pulling out my Beast dollars, buying my Beast burger with Beast bars.
Other than that, we got some sad news. The voice actors for Sheen from Jimmy Neutron and the voice actor for Doug Dimmadome have officially passed away. They weren't only known for those roles. I believe one of them, their names were Jim Ward. He voiced quite a few characters. He was in the Ratchet and Clank series. He was in Destroy All Humans.
He was in the hit TV show Planet Sheen. Was that the Sheen guy? Jim Ward?
No, I think this was Doug Dimmadome.
Okay, my fault.
And then
This whole ordeal's got me depressed.
actor for Sheen, his name is Jeffrey Garcia. He recently passed. He, of course, was in Planet Sheen. He was in Barnyard. He was
the mouse, right?
Rio.
Kind of a powerhouse.
Yeah.
A few powerhouses in stuff from our childhood have passed away, and it sucks. So we send out our thoughts and prayers to the families of both, and to everyone who held those specific voice actors near and dear to their hearts from their childhoods, including ourselves. And I'm gonna let out one ultra lord, and I'm Doug Dimmadome, home of the Dimsdale Dibbadome.
Let's see, hold on.
There we go. It's a proper send off.
Looks like Jim Ward was also one of the voices in Resident Evil games, Jack Krauser. So, unfortunately, he was also in BioShock 2, which I'm currently playing through. It's a lot of fun, I will say that.
BioShock is a very good series. The only one that I've played a decent amount of was Infinite. I liked that one.
I haven't played Infinite. I beat the first one. I'm currently playing the second one, amongst the other games that I'm also playing.
Yeah, you got a problem with starting games, Doug.
Yeah.
You gotta address that. Yeah, no. Very depressing stuff, but to go from depressing to depressing. Let's get into Daredevil, Sam. In a world where you're blind as and you're also a lawyer.
On me.
Red.
Yeah, everything is red. You can't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Very hard to see.
Man, it makes me wonder how Matt Murdock does it.
So, fun fact. I know that was a joke about Matt Murdock, but
Yes.
the actor for Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox, he actually had a hard time landing roles in other films after Daredevil because he wouldn't blink when he needed to. Because he had such, like, a trained eye of just, like, staring blankly, like, off into the distance and not blinking.
I'll tell you one thing, he didn't have a hard time getting into Claire Obscure Expedition 33, starring Charlie Cox.
Kudos to
And
Charlie
Ben Starr.
Cox for his Game of the Year award. And also, what was her name? Kimberly something?
Winters, I believe?
Who was the other person that won Game of the Year?
I'm working on it. Jennifer English.
Jennifer English, that's who it was.
She
Kudos to her,
also
too.
played Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3, which makes two people from Baldur's Gate 3 with a Game of the Awards Best Performance award. Anyways, Daredevil. Daredevil, if you would.
These.
Double D's on his chest. My favorite. So, Sam, Daredevil has been around for a long, much like most Marvel characters, and he has had multiple iterations. What Daredevil do you think is the best iteration from, like, consumed television or TV? Even games, if you would. I am a big fan of Charlie Cox. I think that Ben Affleck did a okay job in the Daredevil movie with Jennifer Garner, but obviously it's very forgettable that that movie exists. I don't know. I think that if we're doing live adaptations, Charlie Cox has definitely... he leaves a better taste in my mouth, and he will forever. But I think that Ben Affleck needs to stick to Batman, and Charlie Cox needs to stick to Daredevil, so... But I do like Alex Lee's portrayal of Daredevil in Marvel Rivals as well. Very good.
I will say the Marvel Rivals adaptation of Daredevil definitely gets into more of like the almost like the supernatural aspect, especially because isn't he possessed by the devil?
Yes and no. So the season that he was introduced was the season of where they introduced Kunlun as a playable map. So they were in the there's a certain tournament or whatever of all the mythical beasts for Kunlun. And it was, I don't remember who Daredevil's patron was. Marvel. I don't want his team up. Anyways. He was introduced in the Heart of the Dragon season. We have a little bit of lore. I'm looking it up right now. Matt Murdock has always fought for the innocent hero story. Yada yada yada. We need to talk to Zang. So it seems as if Daredevil is possessed by Dzang. At least just from, like, looking at it. The revered East Asian Buddhist Bodhisattva Ksitigarbha, meaning Earth Treasury, who vows to save all beings from suffering, especially in the hell realms, acting as a guide for the dead and protector of the children. So, it would be, he's also known as the Devil of the Eighth City. The Eighth City being Kunlun. So it would seem as if it's very fitting for Daredevil, but yeah, so it might be better to, who possesses, he gains demonic powers after battling and ultimately making a deal with the spirit Ying Long, a captive of the entity known as the Beast, to control his own inner demon, becoming the warrior champion Dzang of the Eighth City. So he himself is Dzang, which is the Devil of the Eighth City. But he made a deal with Ying Long. Ying Long is a powerful ancient Chinese dragon and immortal beast associated with the mystical Eighth City in the game Marvel Rebels. So yeah. Which I believe Ying Long is the counterpart to whatever the dragon is that Iron Fist defeated. Shao-Lao. It's a mythical dragon of Kunlun, and he is the origin of the Iron Fist power. It's kind of like a yin-yang situation. But Angela has the power, is associated with she's the champion of the White Tiger in that season. Angela White Tiger.
I was gonna say, White Tiger is also a character in the...
That is true.
In the comics, and...
So, apparently it links her cosmic Asgardian heritage with the earthly legacy of the White Tiger amulet, making her the fierce warrior champion of the mythical beast Baihu. If I look up Baihu. Yes, so Baihu the White Tiger. It appears in the Kunlun Mountains, and when defeated you will be given a piece of Baihu used to craft Baihu's celestial clothes. Yeah, so she's the champion of Baihu. And so Baihu and Ying Long are in a rivalry, it would seem, because Angela is obviously a fallen angel, and you know the whole trailer for that season depicted Daredevil saying the devil doesn't kneel to false angels. Such a hard line, dude. I think that Alex Lee gave a really deep and new perspective to Daredevil with this performance. The only downside, I suppose, which isn't really a downside, is all I hear is Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling. That's all I hear. But other than that, yeah, I think that he's probably my favorite. And obviously, I haven't watched any like animated shows that have Daredevil in it.
So, this is another little fun fact. The Marvel show Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, it's like kind of like a comic style intro to Peter Parker in high school.
Yes.
Daredevil makes an appearance in that show, and he is also voiced by Charlie Cox in that show as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far into that. I've watched the first 2 episodes of it. I enjoyed them both. I just never got more into it, I guess.
I believe that is one of his, I don't know if that show's technically in the
It's
MCU.
not in the MCU.
But that is a appearance of the... Yes, it is an appearance of the black suit that he wears, which is an all-black suit with the red eyes. In this show, he just has the red outlines.
Aren't we getting the black suit in Season 2 of Born Again?
With the 2 double D's on his chest that are red, the red eyes, and it's noticed by individuals that there are some chips in the suit that are like red, so it's theorized that he's just spray painted one of his red suits, and it's kind of like being used as like a black suit in the night. And then as he's like battling with it, it gets kind of chipped and damaged a bit, and it's showing the red underneath, which is pretty cool. But
I obviously have watched Season 1 and 2 of the original Daredevil Netflix show. I heavily enjoyed that. It's probably one of my favorites so far. Second would have to be Legion. Legion has been good, and I also really enjoyed Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Iron Fist it fell like a little flat in the beginning, and then it started getting going, and then The Defenders was just a really good show.
Speaking of The Defenders, we do have confirmation of Jessica Jones returning in Season 2. I think the actor's name is Finn Jones. He's posted stuff about returning as Iron Fist. So, I wanted to ask you about your thoughts of a return of the Defenders. Would that be something you're willing to see, even if they just focus on, the Defenders as a team, the Defenders individually as Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist? Would you be open to, those 4 shows returning, along with the Defenders returning? And if so, what would be your kind of hopes for an MCU-style Defenders?
My hopes for that would be, like I stated and we've talked about before, I think for the MCU to flourish, we need a multi-storyline MCU, where obviously we have the main saga, but we need a separate entity of sagas for street tier heroes that occasionally make appearances in the larger movies. And I think that they would be smarter to do that rather than what they've been doing. And I think that Brand New Day will, start that whole process, especially with Season 2 coming out of Born Again. Because it seems, from what I was reading, that Jessica Jones was the first of the Defenders shows after Daredevil. Mm-hmm. And she's the first to come back.
Yeah,
So it's more likely that we'll see Luke Cage come back before Iron Fist. Will that happen? Not necessarily. It's not set in stone. But if we're seeing more from Finn Jones, then what's his name? Mike Coulter.
Yeah.
Mike Coulter said actually at the Novi, Michigan Motor City Comic-Con, at his table, I saw a video where someone interviewed him, and he talked about how he can neither confirm nor deny if he's coming back in Born Again, which often means that he is. Mm-hmm. So Finn Jones saying that he either is or is not, or is wanting that to happen. I think we might be seeing a full-scale Defenders with the possibility of including the Punisher and maybe some other street-tier heroes as well. And this opens up a whole slew of different characters to be brought back, such as Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger could come back, and we could see some other small-scale heroes such as, say it with me, y'all, Moon Knight. Oscar Isaac, please, just make up with Disney, please. Again, I think that a reconstruction of the Defenders and have it be a bit more stable, since they actually all do know each other and they all, acknowledge the canon of the Netflix shows. We could see a real good progressive movement in street tier heroes, and maybe even some Disney Plus original street tier heroes as well.
Speaking of Disney Plus originals, the Season 2 Born Again villain is an original character played by Matthew Lillard. So that is going to be good. Lots of fun there. From what I've heard him say, it's an original character. We'll see exactly what kind of stuff he's pulling. In the previous Born Again season, we had, of course, Wilson Fisk, and I don't remember...
Hush?
No, I don't remember the guy's name. Hush is Batman.
Sorry.
It's Bullseye. I don't remember...
Oh, Bullseye.
I don't remember his, street name, his civilian name.
Isn't it something stupid?
I used to know it.
His name is Benjamin Poindexter. But talk about a grade A hater. He's literally just preying on Dee Dee's downfall at all times.
Literally.
I would love to see Bullseye added into Marvel Rivals. me personally.
That would be cool.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Who was the main bad guy of Born Again Season 1? No, the murderer.
It was the one dude. The painter dude.
Muse.
That's what his name
Yeah.
is.
So, I think that this is an original character of someone else being Muse, possibly. Because I did get spoiled on Born Again, and I know some certain things happen, of which Muse is no longer in the show. But...
Yeah, but you know who else isn't in the show that keeps saying he's not in the show? That people are like, he's definitely in the show. I don't know if you want to know this yet. It is a pretty major spoiler for the beginning.
I know what it is. Yeah, that was the saddest spoiler I've ever gotten, by the way. I won't say, only because I forgot up until now, so thank you. That pisses me off. Anywho, everyone lives a happily ever after in Born Again.
I don't know if that was rumors or confirmation, or if people were like, would you be interested in coming back?
I will tell you, Sam, it did go Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Daredevil Season 2, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, who came in Daredevil Season 2, Elektra. It's adding up to be, as, Born Again goes on, it seems like they're adding it in order of how their original shows came.
Mm-hmm.
So if she does come back, that'd be awesome. But Elektra Nachios never dies. She never dies. Well, she does, but she never truly dies, I suppose. I can't say the same for Stick. Anyways...
Yes, I had 2 quiz questions for you, one of which you might be able to answer. I'll lead with that one. What popular series from 1984 is based off of the work of Daredevil?
The work of Daredevil?
Okay, if you think about Daredevil and the characters behind Daredevil, there's another hit series that also has the same kind of characters and was inspired by Daredevil.
And it was when?
It started in 1984.
Is this show still going on?
It is, I will say the series is still going on, because it's not just a TV show.
What the So it's a blind person.
It's not necessarily blind, but...
Does it have to do with lawyers?
No. Think about the layout of Daredevil and kind of how things happened, who he was trained by, who he fights.
Okay, so he was trained by Stick. He fights primarily Wilson Fisk, but also deals with the hand. So, Stick, hand, stick.
And think about, how did he get his powers?
How did Daredevil get his powers?
Mm-hmm.
By going blind.
Okay, how did he go blind?
Chemical spill.
Okay.
Chemical spill, stick, hand. Chemical spill, stick, hand. Is this like... So, does this show have anything to do with Daredevil?
Yes, it was heavily inspired by Daredevil. Like, this series of characters and story was inspired by Daredevil.
Is this the Toxic Avenger? Because that's all I can think of. Would I know this? Genuinely.
Probably. It's a pretty popular series that has both been animated and live action. Also has a comic book run. Also is working in the upcoming game that may or may not have been delayed or canceled.
Paid?
Nope. Don't think about Marvel.
So it's inspired by Daredevil, but it's not in partnership with Marvel.
No.
Is it in partnership with DC?
No. Think about some characters that might have gotten their powers from toxic waste.
The Joker?
Nope.
What the fuck?
Their mentor.
I just asked it.
Their mentor.
Oh my god.
Kind of sounds like Stick, but it's a little different.
Sam, are we talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now?
Yes, we are. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were heavily inspired by Daredevil. Daredevil fights the hand. TMNT has the foot. Splinter is a parody of Stick, and it is a joke that the same waste that gave Daredevil his powers also mutated the Turtles and Splinter.
TMNT's a DC thing, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, okay, they were acquired by DC, from my understanding, but I don't know what they were originally under. Because even Superman was Action Comics, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I can't believe it took me that long to get that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty upset because I love the Ninja Turtles. Chemical spill, stick the hand. Okay. Okay. What's this other question that I might not get?
This one is a little bit difficult.
Does it actually pertain to Daredevil?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Matt Murdock's original comic book look is inspired by which famous actor?
Matt Murdock or Daredevil?
Matt
Costume
Murdock.
or person? Am I allowed to look up his original look?
Let me
Because I do not
double check.
recall. Because also the year will help me. Anyways, am I able to look it up, or are you seeing if it will give it away?
It might give it away.
What year are we talking?
Let's.
Is it his original look, so his first run? Because that could be like the set. Because even Moon Knight started in the 80s, of which the 2021 run of Moon Knight is very good. If you aren't subscribed to the Marvel Unlimited app, you should do that. You should do that. It's very cheap, and you get access to so many. We're not even partnered, and I'll tell you, please do it. If you love comics and you can't afford to like search for all these comics that you want, you can have access to it all in your phone for it's like $11.10.99. Just do it. Meanwhile, Sam, you can genuinely just describe them to me and just tell me the year, because I've never seen the original Matt Murdock look. I'm going to talk about one main characteristic of Daredevil I don't like while you do this. I am not sure that I care for the no rule. I get that he's Christian and it's a big moral thing, but like, how many of his problems would just be solved if he just people? Genuinely. Kingpin, dead. No need to worry. Madame Gao, dead. No need to worry. Nobu, he just came back. Bullseye, dead. Don't need to worry. All of his friends, dead. Need to worry. In the words of John Bernthal, let me tell you something, Red. Let me tell you something. You don't know what it's like in the woods when you're on the run.
Okay, so you have to look up Daredevil Born Again comic Matt Murdock, and that will not give it away.
Daredevil Born Again comic Matt Murdock from the 1996 run.
Yes.
And this is a real life person that he's designed after?
Yes, that he was inspired to look after.
And this is in 19... What year did I say? 86?
Yeah, I think.
Or 86?
I think it's 96.
Okay, so it's someone from the 80s or 90s. Both of these pictures, it's very hard because, like, characters in comics don't even look like that crazy.
I'll give you another hint. His look was inspired by an actor from a movie in 1975 who recently passed away this year. Like I said, this is a pretty difficult question.
Very big actor?
Yes.
Died this
Very
year.
big actor. He was in the MCU. I'll pull up kind of the iconic look that he has. It is this specific look right here.
Okay. Died this year. So many people died. What was the movie's, like, what was the premise of the movie? Can you tell me that? Main, what's the theme?
It's a thriller movie. On a seemingly ordinary day, Joe Turner, this character, a quiet CIA codebreaker, walks into his workplace and finds that all of his co-workers have been murdered. Horrified, Joe flees the scene and tries to tell his supervisors the tragedy. Unfortunately, he soon learns that the CIA higher-ups were involved in the murders. With no one to trust and a merciless hitman close on his tail, must somehow survive long enough to figure out why his own agency wants him dead. And like I said, this was a super well-known actor, very popular, well enough to have starred in the MCU.
How many movies?
How many movies was he in the MCU?
Yeah.
One. I can tell you which MCU movie he was in. It's so it's easier.
Which phase? Off the top of your head, like, is it like early MCU or is it like mid?
Mid to mid. Early mid?
So we're talking like middle of the Infinity Saga?
Yeah.
Okay. Chadwick Boseman. No. He was in
It is in Phase 2 of the Infinity Saga.
Phase 2.
One of the six main Avengers second movies.
The 6 main Avengers second movies. Thor Dark World, Captain America Winter Soldier, Iron Man 2. What the dude? Give me one more second and then I might have to give up. Okay, so it's either Dark World, Iron Man 2, or Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was before or after Age of Ultron? After.
Winter Soldier was before,
Before?
I think.
No, I think it was after.
Age of Ultron?
Yeah. So Age of Ultron is definitely Phase 2.
Yeah, Winter Soldier was before Age of Ultron.
It was?
Yeah.
I'm getting my timelines mixed up. But that is Phase 2. Who the died? You're gonna have to just tell me.
Okay. If you look up Daredevil Frank Miller heavily inspired his look of Matt Murdock based on the actor Robert Redford in his 3 Days of the Condor era. You'll see he kind of has the iconic blonde swoop with the sunglasses. That's just one of his iconic,
Oh,
I guess.
you're right. God damn it. I still remember this guy. And what was he in? Which...
He was in the Winter. He played one of the government officers or politicians who was behind the entire uprising of the Hydra.
You're right. I'm stupid. Alright. Well, so Sam, did you ever get to tell me who your favorite representation of Daredevil was?
I'd say in film, definitely the
Charlie Cox version?
Yeah, Charlie Cox. In the comics, there's a version of him. Which one is this?
I like, in comics, Shadowland's Daredevil,
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
where he's kind of like lost it, and he's evil.
I'm not thinking of that one.
But I believe Shadowland is when he's working with the Hand. Yep. Daredevil takes control of the land, becoming a dark, tyrannical leader who places Hell's Kitchen under martial law. And I believe that Moon Knight plays a huge part in helping defeat Daredevil in Shadowland.
I like his... Is this not it? Is this... This doesn't look like it. I'm so confused now. Daredevil... It's the Daredevil 2022 run, where he has, like, the beard, and it's kind of like...
Where he's just got like a hood.
Kind of. He still has a mask, but it's also like a hood and longer hair.
Is this also the run where when he goes to jail, he still wears the mask and then Elektra takes up the mantle?
It could be. I don't know, but that's my favorite run of Daredevil, or like media version of Daredevil. In that run, he also fights a U.S. agent, which is one of my favorite quotes from that comic. Is U.S. agent saying, "Huh, Daredevil, I don't need saving. I'm right with God." And then Matt Murdock responds with, "If you were, he wouldn't have sent the devil."
That's so cool. I do like Elektra when she became Daredevil, which is in the 2019 run, actually, which is followed by the 2022 run where Daredevil has the beard and everything. But yeah, Matt Murdock goes to jail and kind of gives up almost, and Elektra takes up the mantle and helps him get out.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool stuff. Daredevil, or Ultimate Daredevil images. Yeah. What is your favorite suit for Daredevil? Would it be the night suit, the black suit?
It might be the original suit, the suit from She-Hulk, where it's like kind of the red and gold. That one's a classic suit.
Yeah, with the giant D on his chest. Because
a-
I also like the like original Daredevil suit where he's just yellow, and then has like the
Yeah.
red, or whatever. I always liked it when he did stuff like that, both in comics and in like games and stuff. I used to play this game that no longer exists, but you can get like ROM hacks for it or whatever. But it's this online game called Superhero Squad online, and you could unlock different like superheroes and stuff, and then the more you played with the superheroes, you could unlock like emotes and stuff like that with the characters. And this skin of Daredevil was in it, and I always liked playing that version because it's just so cool and silly looking at the same time. I definitely, if we're talking like live action, I definitely just enjoy the black, blindfold.
Yeah.
With just the fists and then the tape. Obviously, I'm a big fan of like the suit itself.
I do like the Born Again suit, specifically because it has like the little texture on it.
Yeah.
But I do like the original Daredevil suit as well, because it is just kind of clean and refined.
Also, there is the Daredevil Ben Affleck suit. I need to re-see that real quick. Never mind. I don't like that it's just like a zip-up, like, hard latex. I take it back. Yeah, no, that looks mad uncomfortable to wear. But him as Matt Murdock looked really good. Ben Affleck as Matt Murdock was pretty good. But yeah, no, that's all fine and dandy. I don't have a lot of questions about Daredevil. I feel like we talked about a good chunk of everything that he's been in.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you have anything that you had prepared?
This isn't really related to Daredevil. It's more related to Secret Wars. And this is, this might be we might have to either get into this again during the Doomsday episode or, dive further into this, but supposedly Secret Wars it might reboot the MCU. How do you think that's going to play out with the newly established characters such as, Daredevil, Spider-Man, who was recently kind of rebooted, not necessarily rebooted, but his entire universe was reset? How do you think it's going to affect the already standing characters that they're saying will appear in the future if they do decide to reboot everything?
So every time I hear about the whole reboot thing, I feel like people always blow it out of proportions, because to fully reboot the MCU would cause a lot of canonical issues, aside from the fact that you just go, and after this point, forget everything that you know. It starts new. Every time I've heard about it from actual developers and producers, specifically Kevin Feige, it's a soft reboot.
Okay.
Whether it's true or not, or whether it's more grandiose like everybody's making it out to be, I think that it might follow more so towards what I was saying and what I wish for the MCU, because I think it's the smartest, and that's having the multiple storylines, where if you soft reboot the MCU in terms of setting a main canon line, because there are indiscretions and, mess-ups in all throughout the MCU that are just kind of like, by the way, that's why this is, now we'll move on to the rest of the movie, specifically for
Nick Fury and
Nick Fury and his eye. The Council of Kangs being just pruned, in Loki. It's all because of Jonathan Majors. I'm looking at you, Jonathan Majors. But I think it'll be a soft launch of a new MCU that's like, hey, Secret Wars is going to do some weird shit, and however it ends out, it's just going to be the next saga, which is fine-tuned to be the mutant saga. Clearly, the mutants from the Fox universe are all going to die, or something's going to happen to them. I think that they'll play a huge part in Secret Wars as well. I don't think that the entire Fox universe will die, but I think that it will allow new actors to fill the huge boots of these already beloved characters in a way that still honors the past actors. I think that the new X-Men, or the old X-Men, are going to help deal with Doom, and in turn, it's going to be alleviating those characters from now on from that canon. And then those characters in this newly shaped post-Secret Wars Earth, the mutants will be there, and we will be introduced to them from then on, and the past is the past, and the Fox universe is no longer associated. That's how I think that's going to go. And I think that there will be a streamline of just, street tier movies and shows here and there alongside them that will simultaneously coexist Sometimes there will be cameos, but other than that, I don't think that we're going to see anything major. I'm not seeing like a recast of Iron Man. We already have Ironheart. We're just setting up the new Avengers. The soft reboot is going to be most likely just a reboot of whoever's remaining of all the different Avengers teams, because there's the new Avengers that are being set up, you know, slowly but surely with, you know, Kamala Khan, Riri Williams, and whoever other young Avengers there are. And then there's the Avengers TM, and then there's the new Avengers, you know. So whoever is left standing after Secret Wars and all the incursions, they're going to form the new Avengers, or whatever team they decide. The Fantastic Four will be canonically there. First Steps Fantastic Four, and they will be alongside, and they will be, you know, getting a movie here and there. But they're just going to be side characters to help in the main story, and they're all just going to coexist, and it's going to be a fully lived-in world that doesn't need backtracking to, you know, put in characters and like that. I'm pretty sure that they're going to give T'Challa a son, and he's going to become the new Black Panther in Wakanda, in Black Panther 3, and I believe that the actress who plays Shuri already said that she's going to be in that movie.
Yeah, I think so.
So my guess is we're going to see, most likely at the end of Secret Wars, we're going to see the new Black Widow, which is Yelena. We're going to see, I hope that we see U.S. Agent, but I see a lot of the Thunderbolts or the new Avengers dying, including Bucky, sad to say. It's going to happen, but I think we need to look forward to like the possibilities, because there's so many characters that have been like introduced but like not really, because they're not in the MCU canon. So like Cloak and Dagger, the Inhumans. We could get a proper Inhuman run of movies.
Maybe
we could retry Kang, and you know,
that would be
nice. We could get like the Collector as like a main villain. Plenty of options. We could re-get Galactus, you know?
Yeah.
And all that good and then we can get some random, you know, for the street tiers. You know, we got the Spider-Man movies. We're probably going to get a Daredevil, if not Daredevil shows, at least one Daredevil movie. It might be a Defenders movie instead of a show.
Oh, yeah.
That might be nice. We could see the Runaways come back. We could see a lot more X-Men content, because let's be honest, X-Men content can be infinite. Like, obviously there's Apocalypse. You know, Apocalypse is going to be probably the main bad guy, if not Mr. Sinister, of the Mutant Saga. And it, you know, the one thing that we have is past knowledge. I don't think that they'll take that away from us with this reboot. I highly doubt it. And if they do, I don't know if I could continue watching the MCU after the Doom saga. I really don't. Because that would effectively just everything. Hey,
yeah,
you know all the shit that you love? Yeah, that happened, but after this point, it doesn't matter. But I guess in a way, a soft reboot, at least the one that I described, essentially the same thing, just a bit more well thought out, I guess. Rather than, hey, we brought back Iron Man, cash grab, cash grab, cash grab, Iron Man, Steve Rogers, Jeremy Renner. So, the future of the MCU after Secret Wars, unknown to me. But I at least want to see the Mutant Saga be what it should be, and that should be one of the best sagas for the MCU. Because I love the X-Men more than any other team, really.
I'm kind of hoping for the opposite, where I'm sick of the Avengers. Why are we still doing Avengers movies over 10 years later? Stop with the Avengers movies. Give me a different team. I know there's not much of a different team, but like, give me an X-Men team movie. Give me, I don't know, like you said, a Defenders movie. Give me another Fantastic Four movie. Give me some other team other than the Avengers trying to save the world. Yeah,
we could get Eternals 2. We could get, I don't know, Midnight Suns.
That would be cool.
We could get the Defenders. There's the Runaways, like I said.
Yep. Inhumans, you said?
Inhumans. There's like the B team, I believe, where it's like Captain Britain and like all of his buddies, or it might be just like the British Avengers. I don't know. Or like, you know, just like that.
Give me an Illuminati movie.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool.
Good. Also, like, Marvel owns the rights to a lot of stuff. I don't know if you know that. On Marvel Unlimited, partly because Marvel is owned by Disney, Star Wars comics are on Marvel Unlimited. Warhammer 40K comics are on Marvel Unlimited. If I get a Marvel Warhammer movie, I think I'm eating for life. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many outlets we could go, and simply just running the Avengers, which isn't the most popular team in comics. It was originally the First Family, and then the X-Men. Let's just remind ourselves here. The Fantastic Four was the precipice of the event of Marvel, and then it was X-Men. The Avengers were like a B team at best, but what do we know? We're just the lowly consumer.
Yeah, we're just two guys.
Two guys on a podcast. Hopefully in the background of your next Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
And you know who is in the background as well? Dr. Michael Morbius. From the Morbius movie.
Give me like a monsters movie, you know? Too. Like, give me a Swamp Thing. Give me another Morbius movie, but it's the exact same Morbius. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like Morbius, Swamp Thing, and Werewolf by Night, or, you know, Jack Shepherd or whatever his name is. I think it's Jack Shepherd or something like that. Or Jack Russell. That's his name. Like the dog. Give me a Jack Russell, Agatha, you know, Swamp Thing, or is it Man Thing? Man Thing's DC, isn't it?
I think Swamp Thing is DC. I'm not typing anything. Okay. Swamp Thing is DC.
Okay, so Man Thing.
Yes, Man Thing.
Give me Marvel Monsters. A Marvel Monsters movie where they go up against Dracula, and then that, you know, sets up the Blade movies, you know, and that adds to the Midnight Suns. Like, we don't need to sit on the same team. Like, that's why I was so excited when Thunderbolts came out. And I'm like, oh boy, a different team to look at. And then we get the Fantastic Four, and I go, oh boy, a different team to look at. And then the Avengers Doomsday, all the teams to look at. Team Wakanda, Team Bucky, Team X-Men, Team Fantastic Four, and Team Sam Wilson. Goated.
Yeah. Also, I'll probably bring that up in a different episode.
We've gotten far away from Daredevil.
Yeah.
Daredevil, he's the GOAT. Let the devil out all over me. So, Sam, we've been at it for quite a while. Thank you guys so much for chilling with us today and listening to us yap and yap and yap. We are not going to be doing the wheel today, like I'd stated, because next week we are going to be recording our Christmas special episode, so look forward to that. And then the week after that we'll be doing our end of the year special as well. Tune into that. Obviously, Sam, where can they find you, good sir?
They can find me on Instagram and TikTok at TheStyleGuru52. Post men's fashion, men's content, men's fashion content, men's style content, fragrance content, and also just me in general. I'll also post about Pod-1218 from time to time. So yeah. Matt, where can they find you?
Well, Sam, as you may know, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/slothystreams. I've been playing some roguelites because I was taking a break from Subnautica. I don't know if I'll get back into it. I don't know. I would like to. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get back into it once I'm out of it, you know what I mean? You can also find me on TikTok at slothyboy. I have been putting the links to all of our socials, or at least our usernames to our socials, in the subscription, or the description on YouTube. So if you're ever curious on the spelling for either of our names, you can always find those down in there. But yeah, thank you so much for chilling with us today. Thank you so much for supporting us as well. We're up to 13 followers on TikTok, and I believe about the same amount on Spotify.
I think so, 10 or 11?
I can double check real quick. Let's see. We are at 10. But we have 71 plays across Spotify. So thank you so much to everybody listening to our shit. We also got close to 1,000 views on Sam's little post about us eating cake. Daredevil's cake. Sorry, no, I can't. DVD. So look forward to that maybe.
Yeah.
We post bangers. Mostly just me sitting in my car on break talking about shit that just happened. So run us up on TikTok as well and on Instagram at pod either dash or dot 1218 depending. But you should be able to just look up Pod-1218 and it should pop up. But we're gonna go and we're gonna
We're gonna go blindly follow the crowd.
Yeah, the devil does not kneel for false angels. Let
You
the
know what he
devil
does kneel for.
Bye guys. Bye.
Bye.